Hey everybody, Gary Hallican here, and I've got something awesome to look at today. We've got the Cool Deformation Insect Team. So this is a set of 5 insects, and they're going to, of course, combine into a giant robot. This is a design that I think has been around for a while. It seems like it has been. It's probably impossible at this point to trace back to what was the original company that first created this design. It feels like I've seen this design online for several years now, but I'd never gotten one myself until just recently. I found this on Temu for a great price, and perhaps as importantly, it came in this awesome box here. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get it. And the box came a little bit smashed, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's not too bad. I will put up a picture of the listing title in case you want to try to find this yourself on Temu. Just looking at it here, these insects are significantly bigger than I thought they would be. So it looks like we're going to end up with a pretty good size combined robot mode here. So looking at the box, we've got a lot of cool stuff on here. Like I said, we've got Cool Deformation Insect Team, 5-in-1 modeling come on, collect 5 combinations deformation, pull back game start, giving energy card morphology, and then we've got the list of our 5 insects here. So we've got Dragonfly, Cicada, Stag Beetle, Unicorn Beetle, and perhaps most interestingly, the bees. No, not the bees, right? As Nick Cage would say. The other cool thing about this box, it has a handle on the top, so that is pretty neat. Otherwise, not much else on the top or on the bottom or on the sides here. If we turn around to the back, we've got the instructions here, such as they are, for transforming each insect into its component parts for the robot, which is called the Combination Superhero, apparently, right? So this is going to be very cool. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we get here. So in the box, this piece comes out. I guess you could use it as a backdrop if you wanted to. And then in the plastic tray here, we've got our 5 insects. And we have the cards, the Giving Energy cards. Oh, these are pretty nice here. It seems like they're just cardboard. Actually, they're not as nice as I thought. They're just cardboard. But we've got one for each of the bugs here. So we've got the Unicorn Beetle, gives us the stats for it. So this one has high defense. Apparently, blood is one of the stats, if you can see that there. We've got attack, speed, defense, and blood for some reason. So Unicorn Beetle is high in blood. And war up here. Here's our Stag Beetle, also high in defense. Here's our Cicada. It looks like Cicada has the highest blood ranking for some reason. And there's Dragonfly, which is the fastest. Oh, the bees has the same speed rank there as Dragonfly, right? So those are our Giving Energy card. Yeah, they're not great because they're just on cardboard. All right, so I'm going to get out each bug individually here, and we'll look at them one at a time. Okay, so first up is Dragonfly, and it's pretty nice, actually. There's a little bit of more metallic green right here on the head and on the back here. The wings look nice. They're, translucent, and they've got kind of some purple veining painted on them there. As far as movement goes, each wing can move individually. The tail can actually move. This piece on the back of the tail extends. That's going to be for the robot mode, I think. And then the legs here they can move. That's mostly for transformation as well. You see we've got the wheels on the bottom, so let's try the pullback motor. There it goes. Okay, so pretty nice actually. More detail than I expected on it here. Quite like that. So there's Dragonfly. Let's look at the bees next. So here is the bees. And the bees is very similar to Dragonfly. Unfortunately, the black stripes don't go around the bottom. But otherwise, the bees looks pretty good. Looks like a bee. The wings look good. They've got pink veining on them here. So similarly, wings move. Nothing in the tail here. Well, it does extend actually a little bit. And let's see here. This looks like it would shoot like a missile maybe. Just kind of pops out, I guess. The stinger here just sort of pops out a little bit. Same thing with the legs. Check the pullback motor. There it goes. Okay, so that's the bees. All right, next up we've got Unicorn Beetle. So Unicorn Beetle, it's not bad, doesn't look bad. It's got actually some different colors on it, some red and gold. The gold antenna here looks good. It can move up and down. That looks to be the only articulation with this one. Oh, no pullback motor, actually, it looks like. Oh, no, there it is. I just didn't get it engaged. I don't know if that one's going to work as well because the wheel, if you can see here, is pushing up into it. So we might not get much use out of the pullback motor on that one. Okay. Next up, we've got the Stag Beetle here. So very similar to the Unicorn Beetle. It's got the nice metallic green paint on it. The antenna here can move up and down. Let's try the motor. Looks like the wheels are better on this one. Yep, so there it goes. And then our last one is Cicada here. So fortunately, real cicadas aren't quite this big, but they're pretty close to being this big. This one looks good. It's got some kind of, not quite metallic purple, but it's good there. It's got some metallic silver right there. Wings are green. Wings can move on this one. And that's it for articulation. It's going to become the torso here. And there it goes. All right, awesome. So that's each bug individually. Let's go ahead and get them combined. So we'll start with the beetles here, and I think they're going to get the most transformation. We'll flip that up. Flip the motor all the way around, and looks like that will plug in right there, if it'll do it. There we go. And then we'll pull up the thigh here. So that's unfortunately totally hollow in the back, but that's okay. So we've got one leg. Let me move the camera up a little bit. Okay, so with the other beetle, do the same thing. This should fit right in there. And we'll pull up the thigh. So the motor actually fell out of that one. So it must not have been in there very good anyway. There we go. Okay, so we've got both legs. They don't actually combine together. They're going to combine onto Cicada here. So let's take Cicada and just turn him over. Pull these parts down. Those will be the arm connectors. And we'll pull the head up. There we go. So there's the head. That looks pretty cool. And then we'll hook these in, thinking right there. Yep. Okay. So he's not going to stand very well, it looks like, because the feet are not flat. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I don't think there's much we can do about that. So it's not going to be much for standing, it seems like. That's a little unfortunate. Maybe his weight will be balanced a little bit when we get the arms on, but I don't know. That's not looking good there. All right, we've got the bees. Now straighten out the wings, pull out the stinger, fold up the legs here. There we go. And we'll do the same with Dragonfly. So he's actually going to have an elbow. That's nice. A little tricky to get the arms on here. Well, now the motor fell out of the red beetle. So maybe the sturdiness isn't the highest with this set. Okay, I'll have to put that back in later. There we go. All right, so there is our combined robot mode. And he's pretty cool. Looks pretty good size. It's a little bit thin front to back, a little bit skinny. It's nice that he does have an elbow. Right, so as far as articulation goes, we've got at the shoulders, and actually move up and down at the shoulders a little bit. Got an elbow on the Dragonfly arm. Move up and down at the shoulder here and rotate. This part can go in and out a little bit. And at the legs, nothing at the legs. I guess he does have articulation at the knees, but that's not good because that's going to make him fall over. So he's cool other than the fact that he can't stand up at all. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But next, let's do some size comparisons. Okay, for size comparisons, here's our cool Deformation insect team with G1 Optimus Prime. And here is original Power Rangers Megazord. All right, so he's not real big, but he's not real small either. Here is a standard 12-ounce beverage can. And here, of course, is John Cena. All right, so there is the cool Deformation insect team. So it's not great. It's a good design. It's got some good detail on each part. Each part individually, I think, is perhaps better than the sum of the parts. The robot mode is a pretty good design, but he won't stand up or anything like that. So let me know in the comments if you have the insect team. Yeah, let me know if you have it from a different company other than this one. Maybe it came in a different box or on a card or something like that. Let me know if you know where it originally came from. And let me know what other cool stuff you have. And we'll see you in the next review.